Good morning. I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines. Members of the University of South Florida community who were arrested on campus in March were in court Wednesday. WMNF's Josh Holton reports defendants say they now have more time to build their case.
The defendants were arrested in March while protesting new laws limiting African American studies and diversity issues in schools. Chrisley Carpio was a campus employee who lost her job as a result of her arrest. She said their legal team is having difficulty getting information from USF.
And we know that, everything will absolve us, and I think they know that too. So we're just working on trying to get meeting scheduled to depose witnesses and things like that.
But Carpio says that still leaves her feeling pretty good about the case.
There's interest on kind of both sides to actually try to get this information, right? There's not a rush to a trial, and we view that as something that works in our favor because we get more time to organize, spread word about our case, and also actually get evidence, evidence that we think will clear us. So we're feeling pretty good because we got that extension.
Allies call Carpio and the other defendants the Tampa Five. Victoria Hinckley was not arrested, but was at the protest with Students for a Democratic Society. She is a senior at USF and majors in sociology and women and gender studies, and said she believes the Tampa Five will prevail.
This is all part of DeSantis' agenda to, suppress progressive voices, suppress activist voices that are going against his backwards agenda of, homophobia, racism, sexism, transphobia, and stuff like that. So we know that this state repression that the Tampa Five are facing is just an extension of DeSantis' agenda to silence protesters.
Other Florida students are joining in solidarity. Casey just graduated from New College of Florida, a traditionally progressive school which Governor Ron DeSantis is seeking to remake into a conservative stronghold. Casey said arresting protesters is part of a larger effort to silence opposition.
The goal there is to stifle dissent by getting at the root of the issue. And that root of the issue is that students are catalysts for change in our society. The modern conservative movement, the far right, knows that, and they're trying to attack students and democracy at its base, which is young people seeing the world for how it truly is, and they're afraid of that.
The next court date for the Tampa Five is on August 9th. For WMNF News, I'm Josh Holton in Tampa.
Hillsborough County Commissioners have agreed to consider terminating the proposed commuter ferry service between South Hillsborough County and MacDill Air Force Base. Commissioner Gwen Myers said Wednesday when the 1% sales tax was voted down by the taxpayers, this project went down with it. The Tampa Bay Times reports her comments came after Commissioner Josh Wastel made a motion to kill the contract after he said he wasn't satisfied with answers to questions surrounding the future finances of the project. The projected cost to buy boats and build public terminals for the ferry service have jumped 45% to more than $76 million over the past 2 years. Commissioner Harry Cohen, along with Pat Kemp, dissented on Wastel's motion, with Cohen saying, "I don't think we should pull the plug on this in the middle." The eastern indigo snake is a threatened species. WMNF's Chris Young reports that the overdevelopment of the snake's natural habitat in Florida and beyond may be the cause.
The eastern indigo is native to the southeast region and is the longest snake on the continent. Mike Mills is a wildlife biologist at the Sanibel Captiva Conservation Foundation.
The habitats they prefer are these large hardwood hammock forests, and when these get destroyed or even just fragmented, that really messes with their large home range they need. And then especially when you fragment it with roads, you see a lot of road mortality with these guys.
These snakes also play an important role in the ecosystem.
They keep in line the other animals that could get out of hand. What some people might not know is that one of their main prey items are rattlesnakes. So they're actually immune to rattlesnake venom. That's one way why indigo snakes can be so good for an area is it kind of keeps the venomous snake population in check.
Mills encourages concerned residents to figure out what their local area is doing to preserve the eastern indigo snake. For WMNF News, I'm Chris Young in Tampa.
In local environmental news, the Pinellas Public Works Director will present county commissioners with beach renourishment funding options at a workshop today. A financial summary shows the account will run out of money in a few years without a sharing program in place. Pinellas County has 35 miles of beach with over 21 miles critically eroded. Spectrum News reports to renourish Sand Key, which stretches from Clearwater Pass to Johns Pass, would cost the county $57 million. In the past, the Army Corps of Engineers has paid for about 60% of beach renourishment, with the county and state splitting the remainder. However, since 2018, the Corps has required all homeowners who live along a beach that receives federal renourishment to sign permanent easements, which include some private backyards. Indian Rocks Beach Mayor Cookie Kennedy said only about half of the Sand Key homeowners have agreed to sign. In May, the Army Corps denied the county's request for a temporary easement waiver for beachfront homeowners, arguing that if federal dollars are being used, then all the benefit should be for the public. It's going to be partly sunny and hot again today with a daytime high of 94 and just a 30% chance of some rain. High of 93 on Friday with a 40% chance of showers.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.